Right, you guys, we're back with another video on today. It is the Keeping It Raw podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. We got to talk about wide receiver Tyreek Hill. All right, guys, you pretty much know that Tyreek Hill is one of the most dynamic wide receivers that you've seen in a very, very long time. And Tyreek Hill is one of those dudes that some people are probably trying to figure out, how is this guy dominating the NFL as small as he is. I think Tyreek Hill is about 5'9", 5'10", and the dude can run circles around you. You know, nicknamed the Cheetah, and definitely he's on pace to break the receiving record that Calvin Johnson of the Detroit Lions set a few seasons ago. Now, Tyreek Hill definitely has been balling ever since he's gotten down to Miami. And he's been the real deal with the Miami Dolphins. And Tua is looking good. And I'm definitely going to do a video on Tua because a lot of people was kind of saying that Tua was not going to be a good quarterback. But, man, I'm happy for the kid because he went through a lot, especially with all the concussions and just all the different things that Tua has been going through. But he's playing excellent football. And I'm glad to see Tua is out there balling and is one of the best young quarterbacks in the National Football League right now. But Tyreek Hill is on pace to break the record and to get to 2,000 yards on the season. I think it's only 7 games in the season, and Tyreek Hill is already at 900 yards receiving. And this game that he was playing in next, he was saying that a lot of people were saying that he was probably going to sit out because he had ended up injuring his hip. But it looks like Tyreek Hill said, I'm going to play. So I think he knows what's at stake. He's already a Super Bowl champion. I'm sure he would love to win a ring with the Dolphins. But definitely, man, he's on pace to break the record, man. Calvin Johnson holds the record. I think he got like over 1,900 yards plus in a single season. Calvin Johnson does. And if Tyreek Hill, bar any injury happen to Tyreek Hill, I think that he can break the record, man. And he can be the first wide receiver to ever go over 2,000 yards receiving. That is insane from a guy that's not that big, but a guy that plays big on the field. Tyreek Hill is not the biggest receiver on the field, but this dude plays like he's big. And you really, really got to double team this guy, because if you do not, Tyreek Hill will burn you every single week. I remember when he came into the league and people was dogging him. Some of the players were saying, like, man, you're a Pro Bowl player at special teams, but you're not one as a receiver. And I think Tyreek Hill probably took that to heart, and it lit a fire up under him to be one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the league. And there's no receiver in the league like Tyreek Hill. There is no receiver. If you can look all around the league all you want, there is nobody like Tyreek Hill, the Cheetah. This dude is phenomenal. So, man, shout out to Tyreek Hill, man. He's down there balling in Miami. Miami's winning football games and things of that nature. I know he would love to win a Super Bowl with these guys. But at the same time, that record is definitely in hindsight. And I definitely think that he's going to try to break that record. If he can stay healthy for the remainder of the season, Tyreek Hill has a shot to break the record and be the first receiver over 2,000 yards on a season. We've never saw it before. Calvin Johnson could have did it, but he fell a couple yards shy of doing it. And he's on pace, man, to do it. A lot of people thought that Justin Jefferson was going to do it last year, but he ended up not being able to do it and fell short. And I think it was another Cooper Kupp. A lot of people thought that Cooper Kupp was going to end up breaking it, but he did not break it. So there's a lot of receivers that have had the opportunity possibly to try to break it, but nobody is doing what Tyreek Hill. I think this is the first receiver in history to be over 900 yards in 7 games in the NFL. So, all right, guys, leave it in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think that Tyreek Hill will break the single season record for the most receiving yards on the season? I'm out of here until next time. Peace.